did you say that the temperature was today, Ron?
22 degrees presently. It's approximately 9 o'clock Eastern Daylight Saving Time. So again, this build-up continues.
Yeah, and I think, here we go. Yes, this is the Trump family arriving now.
That's hard to believe. The 2017 inauguration of Vice President Pence and President Trump, it was 48 degrees. You remember that, Emily? It rained. You remember it rained at least part of that day. And although
Yeah,
I must,
but yeah, I believe all of the president's elect children, all of his children are attending today. It's a big event for families. You know, real pinnacle moment. We're just watching.
they are
them
moving
coming
quickly.
in.
That's a
Yeah. There they are, walking inside, yeah.
reacting to the person in the brown overcoat.
Yes. Lovely green jacket. We have
And the President's House. By the way, it's Theodore Roosevelt that renamed the President's House the White House. That's who did that.
Yep. So it looks like everybody's making their way inside. I'm sure they're happy about that.
Emily, yeah, thank you to our spotters.
Yep. Looks like more people are arriving right now. Hopefully we'll be able to see who they are. Oh, and yes, it looks like they're going into the carriage door on the Senate side and then moving across and over to the House side again.
Okay, former President William Jefferson Clinton and Senator and First Lady Hillary
And
Rodham Clinton.
Secretary
Yes.
Clinton.
It's 1996 inauguration. I remember walking down the street from the Union Station. There it comes.
Oh. Yep, there's Secretary Clinton. You can
Okay.
see her in the black with the turquoise scarf.
I was going to say teal. I'm glad you said turquoise. The Obamas are close behind.
Is President Obama.
Should say, excuse me, President Obama. Excuse me.
Yep. President Obama's coming out next. Bill Clinton's 1997 inauguration was the first one broadcast on the internet.
Correct.
I remember looking that up. We still had dial-up internet at the time.
Dial-up internet.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
We've
That
moved
was
on from
brutal.
that. Yes. But President Obama is going to be the next to arrive, we believe. And he's walking in now. Yep.
House and Senate. So
Oh.
they're responsible for this, along with JSIC as well. When I say responsible for this, it's so many agencies that are involved. But the Senate Sergeant at Arms, Lieutenant General retired Eric Gibson.
Statue was a gift, but not from a state this time.
Right, that again,
State of affairs? We're going to find out.
All right, we see now images of the motorcade arriving at the White House. Not a very long drive, but especially not, I guess, when you're president-elect. A lot of streets do get shut down for you. But now we see the Vice President Kamala Harris and Second Gentleman Doug Emhoff standing there to receive official guests on their last day, also as part of the outgoing Biden and Harris administration. So let's listen in for a moment. at the White House, where purportedly they are doing something similar. They're taking a look at President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden as they await President-elect Donald Trump. There he is, coming up to greet them for this private meeting. Let's listen in as Donald Trump and Melania Trump arrive at the White House.
Ready, post. Ready, post.
Now you make the change.
And here we see these doors opening again, where President Joe Biden and President-elect Donald Trump are exiting the Capitol. They're preceded by Senator Amy Klobuchar, Democrat from Minnesota. Let's listen in as they leave the White House. We're seeing Joe Biden and Donald Trump pulling away from the White House. Again, this is
believe it's the second. A difference in opinion does not necessarily make a difference in principle. And so, translation that we can disagree, we can, but it's another view of the presidential
There we
motorcade.
go, presidential motorcade arriving. Again, coming in on the east front.
What a scene at Emancipation Hall. That was,
There's so many people.
if I'm not mistaken, there's about 12,000 to 14,000 seats there. So, expect the ceremony to start. More music about 11 o'clock Eastern Daylight Saving Time. Again, this is the 60th inauguration ceremony. We are under the wonderful guidance and assistance of the Joint Congressional Committee on Inaugural Ceremonies, known as JCIC. We await the 47th presidential-elect Donald J. Trump, the 50th presidential-elect J.D. Vance.
Good morning, sir. How are you this morning?
Good morning. Thank you.
President Trump, how do you feel? President Biden?
Well,
Eric Trump and others making their way into the U.S. Capitol.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 42nd President of the United States, the Honorable William J. Clinton, accompanied by the Honorable Hillary Rodham Clinton. Ladies and gentlemen, the 43rd President of the United States, the Honorable George W. Bush, accompanied by Mrs. Laura Bush. Gentlemen, the 44th President of the United States, the Honorable Barack H. Obama. President of the United States, the Honorable Joseph R. Biden Jr., and Vice President of the United States, the Honorable Kamala Devi Harris. Ladies and gentlemen, the Vice President-elect of the United States, the Honorable J.D. Vance. Gentlemen, the President-elect of the United States, the Honorable Donald John Trump.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, James David Vance, do solemnly swear
I, James David Vance, do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. Vice President.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the office of President of the United States
the office of President of the United States
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will, to the best of my ability, Constitution of the United States.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
Beautiful for spacious skies, for shining sea.
farewell ceremony right here. This is the departure ceremony for former President Biden and Vice President Harris. And so we're going to listen in and see what we can hear. Going to be a very busy day, Andrew, as after this, President Trump will be heading to the signing room for a ceremony there.
Yeah, Stephanie, we're about to hear President Trump there. A massive overflow crowd. That's in the Capitol Visitors Center there. That's where you go in when you're getting a tour of the U.S. Capitol. And so you see some of these members that we have seen throughout the course of the day.
We went to the helicopter. It was freezing. The sun is a little deceptive.
Yes, it is.
So what would you like us to do?
Sign your orders.
Official documents.
Okay, I assume they're going to be happy with these documents?
Yeah, they're we might not be here.
It's the next step.
It's a tradition.
Sir, the first is 22 cabinet and cabinet level appointments for your signature.
Okay. Room to celebrate, the inauguration of their candidate of choice, Donald J. Trump.
Matthew Costello, White House Historical Association. As always, we appreciate your time with us on C-SPAN. You have that other one to sign?
Sorry, what's it?
You have the other one to sign?
We don't have it over here yet, sir. We'll have it for you back at the Oval. The first is the rescissions of 78 Biden-era EOs and presidential memoranda.
You want to call it out? Do you want to say it? Do you want to say it?
Oh, if you want me to, sir.
Why don't you say what I'm signing?
Sure. The first item that President Trump is signing is the rescission of 78 Biden-era executive actions, executive orders, presidential memoranda, and others. Thank you, sir. Thank you. The second item, President Trump, is a regulatory freeze, as you announced in your speech, preventing bureaucrats from issuing any more regulations until we have full control of this, the government and this administration. Thank you, sir.
Sir, can I have a pen?
The next item, sir, is a freeze on all federal hiring, excepting the military and a number of other excluded categories, again, until full control of the government is achieved and we understand the objectives of government going forward.
Could you imagine Biden doing this? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Sir, the next item, as you announced in your speech, is a requirement that federal workers return to full-time in-person work immediately. Thank you, sir. Next, we have a directive to every department and agency in the federal government to address the cost of living crisis that has cost Americans so dearly. Thank you, sir. The next item here is the withdrawal from the Paris Climate Treaty. Yes, sir. We're going to save over $1 trillion by withdrawing from that treaty. And the next item, sir, is a letter that will be transmitted to the United Nations explaining that we are withdrawing from the Paris Climate Treaty. Thank you, sir. This next item is a directive to the federal government ordering the restoration of freedom of speech and preventing government censorship of free speech going forward. And lastly, sir, before we go back to the Oval Office to sign a large number of other items, is a directive to the federal government ending the weaponization of government against the political adversaries of the previous administration, as we've seen. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it.